Hey everyone, I'm Austin with Austin's Wildlife YouTube channel, and today we're out here at the Middle River Water Trail. You see the Middle River down there, and today we're going to be treading some trail right alongside of it. It's a beautiful 47-degree February evening. Hopefully we can catch a nice sunset. I brought along with me this new head mount. We're gonna test out and see how that goes. Get a little bit of a different view on the video for you guys to check out and enjoy. But yeah, this is the kayak access point right here. Looks like someone's actually tried to ice fish out here. Not sure how good this ice is, but it's probably pretty decent. Pretty well froze, so that just tells you how cold it's been here in southwest Iowa. But yeah, it's 47 degrees out, so it should make for a beautiful, nice, enjoyable hike. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna get the headgear on and we'll get to it. I got this set up right on the top of my head. Not sure how it's gonna go. It's my first time using this head mount. But here's a little bit about where we're at. We're in Madison County. That's close to Winterset. Let's see where we are on the map. So we're about right here. So it's near the Wright Timber Wildlife Area. Let me turn my notifications off. There we go. Yeah, this is where we're at right here. Middle River Forest. So, and then Winterset is right here. So if you guys are interested in want to check it out, maybe like kayaking, yeah, so let's get started. All right. Yeah, a little bit more about this location. Closer to the entrance is actually some camping sites that I believe you do not need to pay for, so that's kind of cool. We're gonna have to try that out when it gets warmer out. It's an easy access campsite too, and I believe there's multiple. I want to say there's 3, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, hopefully this head mount thing works out pretty good. Not sure what the view's looking like. I might have to get my phone out in a bit, or just take it off my head and review the footage. I'm hoping it's working well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. It's not too bright out this evening. The sun's went under some clouds, but it's still beautiful out. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 65, I believe. So we're definitely going to be making another video tomorrow, going on a hike. Maybe a hike and some lunch. Yeah, it definitely looks like someone tried to do a little bit of some ice fishing out here. It's pretty cool. Wonder if they had any luck. This river is usually pretty deep. Yeah, hopefully we can get a nice, beautiful, orange glowing sunset. Not sure if I'm hearing running water or... Oh, yeah. I sure am. This is a really deep part that we're coming up on here. Get a closer look. Oh yeah, definitely running water. the nice soothing sound of the river. I actually climbed out on the edge of that fallen over tree the last time I was out here. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but you only live once. Worst that's gonna happen is I'm just gonna get wet, so figured why not. But it looks like if we go back, we could maybe get on some ice and then get over on that side, which is normally inaccessible when the whole thing's flowing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's that fallen tree that I climbed out onto. And here's a higher view of the flowing river. We may have to come back when it gets warmer and try a little bit of some catfishing out here. Sure is a beautiful spot. Hopefully we can get some shed antler hunting videos. Test my luck out with that. I'm not sure if this place would be too good for that. I've seen a few deer, but no bucks. Looks like they've been out here with some equipment recently. There's some skid loader tracks out here. Now the sun's coming out a little bit, peeking through the thin clouds. Yeah, it's a beautiful February day. Gotta take advantage of it. It's Iowa, so the weather can take a turn pretty quick. Could be nice like this for a few weeks, then right back to freezing temperatures. You just never know. Trail here a bit and check out this area. Nice crunchy grass. Appears to be a lot of game trails out here. So you never know, I guess we could find a deer antler. Yeah, this is pretty thin here. It's pretty patchy. Not sure if you guys can hear that. The water trickling underneath the ice. It's currently 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. So we still got quite a bit of daylight left to explore. Now we're living life on the edge. Gotta watch your step doing that. That make things a little more interesting. We're gonna hop down here and get around this tree since I'm not short, unfortunately. Hope this doesn't end bad. Do like some Mario jumps for you. There you go. Let's go a little bit further. Look at that. I'll try this at home. I think I might want to risk it and try to get on this ice. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but I think it should be alright. I want to go check out that little rock sandbar there. Yeah, Just got to be careful. It probably gets pretty thin here in the middle on the deeper parts of this. At least if I fall through to make it a little bit more entertaining. Oh no, it's cracking a little bit, but it's thick where it needs to be. And normally you can't access this part unless if you swim over here. I don't think I'd want to do that. One time I was out here, there's some older gentlemen who were gold panning. That was pretty interesting. Sometimes I like to look for cool rocks. Like sometimes you can find fossils out here. I don't just like taking any rock home. I like to find the more unique ones. Otherwise it's just a plain boring rock that I don't need to hold on to and take up space with. Yeah, over there would be pretty cool. So we're going next. We'll check that out. Get close to that running water. Trying to see if I can't find a fossil or something to pick up. Let me look here. Been around for a bit. So here's a fossil right here in this rock. I think it's like some chronopod or something. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but they were like long tubular structures, like vegetation on the ocean bottom. And then there's these, some sort of fossilization from the bottom of the ocean. Believe it or not, there was an ocean here at some point in time, very long ago. Sometimes I can find actual shells, fossilized shells, but I haven't seen any yet. Alright, well, let's see if we can't make it across without sinking ourselves. Getting some mud buildup on my boots. It's always annoying carrying that extra mud weight. Well, I guess it's more sand than mud. Oh well, it'll come off. Alright, well, let's try not to fall through here. So far, so good. See if we can't get across this ice. It's crazy, my GoPro's microphone, I sound pretty quiet talking. Then again, I'm a pretty quiet talker. But then when I open up an MRE and start crinkling stuff around, it's pretty loud. Yeah, here we are. Still flowing beneath the ice. Found a few good examples of the fossilized shells. You can see this one right here. And then there's one right here, embedded in this sandstone probably. There's some stuff here. And then here's one of those little cylinder deals. Probably make a necklace out of them if you want, if you drill a hole to that, but I'm not interested in doing that. But yeah, they're everywhere. A lot of neat stuff around the river. Fossils especially. I found a bison tooth fossilized bison tooth out here. One of the times I was hiking along the river. That's in another one of my videos. I'll probably put it at the end of this video if you guys want to check it out. This is a little bit more sketchy. I think I'll get back up here because I know that's pretty deep right there. Definitely don't want to fall through that. And it might be 47 degrees, but once you get wet, guarantee it'll be colder than 47 degrees. Well, I could go down there and make it a little bit easier on me, but I think I'll try to make things interesting and billy goat my way up here. There we go. Now we're back on the trail. Looks like they've torn it up out here quite a bit. Now the path is more clear. Well, now we're going away from the river, but we'll get back by it once it gets closer to sunset. Yeah, this location is pretty beautiful. It's got some decent trail. It's nothing too crazy. It's a pretty small trail, but I enjoy it. I know the woods might not be that vibrant this time of year, but it's still nice to get out and appreciate all stages of the seasons changing and Mother Nature changing with them. I think I'm gonna attempt to climb up here and get close to that fence line. So I don't really want to go through all that mess of trees. It's definitely a good leg workout. Gotta warm up for when it really gets nice out. Now so this is definitely not a part of the trail. I'm just walking on like a deer path. Sometimes you gotta get off the trail. It's always nice to do that. Make things a little more challenging. But this is not really that big of a public area, so it'd be pretty hard to get lost. But I'm sure it can be done. Let me know if you guys enjoy my talking, or if you guys would rather have more of a quiet, just watching the trail and no commentary. Comment below. I'm still pretty new to this video making. I did photography quite a bit before I got my GoPro, so that kind of helps with getting scenic shots, looking for the scenic spots. Sometimes I look at a spot like over there and just like to imagine someday I could be up here with this beautiful view, golden sun, and a woman by my side, the one. I feel like that's what life's all about. Well, not entirely, but a big goal to achieve is finding that woman that you can just get out and enjoy nature with and be at peace with. Just taking it all in. God's beautiful creation. But yeah, I get a lot of my inspiration from the Outdoor Boys. And he's got a family, good family, and a couple kids. Takes him on adventures. It's another one of my goals in life. This is where I want to take my kids. Away from the crowd and chaos. Just out here in nature. Yeah, maybe this can be like a video. You know, it's 2026. Maybe in 10 years I'll be looking back on this video and have achieved some of these dreams that I have in mind. But it all takes time, and it's just a part of the process and the journey. So, just gotta embrace it. Hope for the best. And pray. Do a little 360 action for you. Check out my nice, beautiful spot with the glowing sunshine. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and attempt to make this decent jump, and then we're gonna cross back over, get to the other side, and hike back. So here goes nothing. Time to jump down. Wasn't too bad. Whoa, that's a little slick mud there. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. Just got a little mud on us. Only on my shoes. There's an eagle that just flew past, but he's probably been in this area, so I'm not too sure. That very well could be an eagle's feather. It's definitely not something you can keep, but something you want to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This ice has got like a slick layer of water on it, so it makes it a little bit difficult to track across. That's alright. Nothing I can't get over. Just gotta be a little more cautious with your steps. Heck, I've been ice fishing this winter without any cleats, but next year I'll definitely get some. It's my first year out ice fishing, and it'd be senseless to get a bunch of ice fishing stuff when the season's more than likely over for that. Then it'll be on to summer and spring fishing. We'll have some videos of that too, so stay tuned for that. So I've got to say, I definitely would not recommend doing what I'm doing, walking on this ice, because the center is pretty thin. And what I've noticed is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the ice curves down into the deeper part of the river. So what could happen is you're walking on the edge and you could slide out and into there, and there won't be any point of return without being wet if you broke through the thinner stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this. It's pretty risky, but hey, I'm gonna do it because after all, it's Austin's wildlife. I'm gonna give you guys a nice cool view of things. We're gonna head back and get around this and try to catch the sunset. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in and watching this hiking adventure. If you haven't already, go down, hit that like button, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more adventures like these. We're going to do some camping, fishing, all sorts of outdoors things for the year of 2026. So stay tuned, and thank you guys again for watching.